I smell cable videos in the air. I need to get to Green Cove right now.
Well, greetings, interwebs. We had a pretty interesting day yesterday. The finishing guy came by, finished putting in around the cabinets and in the bathroom and putting all the doorknobs, worked on trimming up the cabinet door, or the closet doors, excuse me, to fit, because the carpet is a lot thicker than originally expected. And the inspector came by to inspect all the electrical. It passed. So the electricians came back out, ran the big wires through the conduit from the pole to the house. Then the inspector came back, looked at it again, passed again. He called it in right away, had the line crew come out to hook it up. They started running it up the pole, got to the top, and they were ready to hook it up when suddenly it started raining. And I can't understand why, but those guys don't want to mess with high voltage electrical stuff in rain and lightning. I just don't get it, but whatever, you know. Inspector gave me some bad news. I figured, well, since he's there, I'll ask about, what's, permitting and such. I'd really like to have a carport, because, I don't want my van just sitting out there. The paint on the roof is already having issues, and it sits in the hot Florida sun. He said, yeah, you can't have in the city a carport on the front of the house, the street, front facing front of the house. The only thing you can do is in the back. I said, oh, so I can have it back here? He goes, no, you can't, because you're on a corner that's also facing the street. And then because my house has to sit back in the corner so far, there's not enough room on the sides or the rear to put one, because it would then be too close to the property line. So basically, I'm not getting a carport of any sort. That's depressing. I gotta figure something else out for my van. I was thinking about maybe painting the roof white. Sand it all down, redo it, and put a good thick white coating on it. A lot of a good thick clear coat, a good UV protection. I don't know. I haven't worked in body work in ages. Somebody smarter and more experienced than me sort that out. But anyway, also got a call yesterday. I told you I had that really good, I had a job interview, a virtual, video conference job interview. They called, made me an offer. So I got it, signed it, sent it back. And I said I got to pass a background and a drug screening. Well, drug screening, I hope they don't get upset about all the ibuprofen. But other than that, yeah, it should be okay. I'll let you know how that goes too. Other than that, back to the house today. You saw I got the home theater all done. Got it installed. It's all nice and neat and clean, because, that's what I do for a living. I put in home theaters and smart home stuff and crap like that. So yeah, in my house, it's especially going to look good. And it's done. It sounds great. Looks great. Yeah, like me. Other than that, yeah, back to the house today. I got to finish up a few things. Dad's supposed to come out, if the rain goes away. He's supposed to come this afternoon with his chainsaw. We're going to cut out all those trees. Finishing guy's coming back. He had to glue some stuff, clamp it all in place, and he's waiting on the glue to dry, so he's coming back today to finish. And I'm guessing the city will be back when the weather is supposed to clear up here in a little bit. I guess I'll come up and finish hooking up the power. So other than that, yeah, off to the house. Well, there you have it, interwebs. It's a nasty rainy day. Nobody's coming out to work. You see me and Dad got those trees cut out. Got them stacked up next to the road for the city to haul off. Whew. It's nice and cool today. However, it's still 100% humidity. So yeah, I'm drenched with sweat. Even though it's, what is it, 63 degrees outside. So, hypothermia, my friend. Oh, and by the way, my favorite granddaughter, her birthday's today. I can't believe she's already 1 year old. Seemed like she was just born 3 or 4 months ago. Man, they grow up so fast. So, many years from now, Lily, if you're watching this, Grandpa says hi, and I love you. See you, baby girl.
Later, one pair of pants later.
So I got here to the house early this morning, and looky what I found. Yep, I've got electricity. Well, mostly. Some things still don't work. 2 of the circuit breakers are popped, so there's something going on somewhere. Also, when I got in here, I noticed the city already picked up all that mess me and Dad piled up yesterday. Highly efficient crews here in the city of Green Cove Springs. Gotta love it. Now today, terminate more cable. Now that I got a light to see what I'm doing. See you in a little bit.
Cable video!
Today, I'm doing a little bit of cable work. I'm going to go around and terminate some of the Cat 5. This thing is called a keystone. If you ever seen a cable outlet on the wall, you've seen one of these on it. The way this works, you put the cable, you punch all the individual wires in there. There's 2 sets of how you can do it, A and B. We'll be using B. B is the most common. It's the orange, white, orange, green, white, blue, blue, white, green, brown, white, brown. A is also green, white, green, orange, white, blue, blue, white, orange, brown, white, brown, but A is not used as common. I'm not using common. I'm using B. It's just, doesn't matter, you can use either. I'm just using B. So that's what this is. I know, cable, fun. Roz lives for cable. Cable stripper for Cat 5. You squeeze it and it opens just enough to get the cable through, but it doesn't close down enough to cut all the way through it. It just cuts the shielding. You see, I did these Saturday. Whoop. There, okay, wire. Remember I was talking about the different colors? They're twisted pair. 8. 4 sets of twisted pairs, different colors. Yes, I know this is thrilling beyond all measure. You just untwist, pull them apart. And it's so much easier when you don't have arthritis in your thumb. But, you know, getting older. Now on the sides, you can see A and B. A and B. That's marking these. You put the cable here, you stick the cable in the middle and put the wires out to correspond with the ones on the side. See, it's green, green, white, orange, orange, white. Well, it would be A. The B one would be orange, orange, white, green, green, white. And on this side, blue, white, blue, brown, white, brown. That's how that was set up and marked. Plumber's back. This is a punch down tool. You see on the end it has a little point. That's kind of like a knife blade. It pushes it down into the thing and then cuts off the excess. So make sure you put it in the right direction. Okay, so here's what we're doing today. A nice wall plate. Now, I punched down the end of the cable. You saw in the other video. This thing is called a keystone. And it's designed to fit in a square hole. Now, for the cable outlet, they make these little cable keystones. It's got a barrel in the middle. And just FYI, you see how it's blue in the middle? The little cheap ones you'll see are white. The better ones, the ones that are higher frequency, are either red or blue, mostly blue. So if you're going to get these things, always try to get that. The little white ones can't always carry enough high frequency to carry, good high def stuff. Anyway, very simple. It just fits in a little hole, clicks in place. Same with the keystone. You stick it in the little hole, and it clips in place. And now you got a nice proper wall outlet. You screw the cable onto the barrel, which would have probably been easier before I stuck it in there. Let's try it this way. I can turn the barrel instead of the end of the cable because it's hard to get my fingers into that. There we go. That's screwed in place. We stick it in, back into the wall plate. There. You see how that looks? Nice and proper. Put it back into the wall. Put in the screws, just like any other wall plate. Whoops. Well, okay, we got it up. There's the subwoofer unit doing its thing. Speakers up top. The ones in the corners don't light up yet, but I've got to go buy an adapter. I had to get a longer cable for the RCA cables, so they weren't quite long enough. But you can see the ones in the front corners, they do light up. It will change colors and flash and do whatever it wants to do, control with the remote, but the remote doesn't have batteries. Like I said, it's doing its thing. Sounds nice. Well, yeah, I got the wall plates all done. Yeah, everything's terminated on the cable. Outlets are good to go. I also got the mood lighting put in the kitchen. That matches the speakers. That's actually white, that's not blue. But this thing is cool. It has a remote control. I can change the colors to, whatever I want it to be. Or I can even make it do stupid stuff. Now, I accidentally found one a while ago. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I could do this stupid nonsense. Act like a, frat boy or something, but no. Yeah, the only one I didn't really get to finish was Vinny's room because I ran out of the little cable keystones. So when I get some more, I'll just pop the face plates off and put them in. No biggie. And here's another thing I find extremely cool. The AC is running wide open. And all you can hear is the air blowing through that duct. You can't hear the fan, the compressor. Well, the compressor's outside, but it's almost dead silent. Like I said, except for the little bit of sound of air movement, this thing is so quiet. That's awesome. Yeah, well, that's mostly it, but there's one last thing I think is so cool. Yeah, that. Never had one of those before. It is so cool. And in Alicia's car, it's got it built in. We can program the little buttons in her Saab to match this. That is just so cool.
Later, we're back with the Ryan. It will be long. So, where are we in the big scheme of things?
So yeah, we're at the final stages here, just buttoning up all the loose ends. You know, there's a few major things that has to happen: blown insulation. Electrician's got to come and work out a couple bugs with electrical, paint touch-ups, and some sod, and that's really it. So appliances, that's the other guy we got to tackle. But yeah, this is the home stretch right here for sure. So we should have this thing all wrapped up here hopefully into next week is my goal. To be giving you the keys and turning everything over to the ship that I need to turn over, and be done with this guy. So,
Granted, we can get material, appliances and shelves.
yes. There's the coronavirus has got its bugs into all kind of things, not just people getting sick. It's got whole industries in a tizzy with shutdowns and everything else. So, but you know, just keep plugging along, man.
It's what it is.
It is what it is. That's for sure.
So there you have it. That's where we